Hello, I'm Sarah McCartney, the perfumer at 4160 Tuesdays. We make scents in very small batches in West London, and occasionally, when we have something a bit big that we'd like to get involved in, we crowdfund it. So here we are. And today I would like to talk to you about perfume and scarves. Two things which I love, which add a bit of beauty to life. Here's what happened. Last year at an exhibition called Bob, we met a very talented designer who makes scarves. He's called James Skinner from Dalliance and Noble. And we loved his scarves so much that I bought one. And actually, three. Some were for gifts. And he liked our fragrances as well. So we got talking, and then when we met up again at Stylist Live, we decided to go for this. We would do a joint project. So actually, this is the scarf that I kept for myself. It's wonderful. I like the sea, especially when it's warm. But this is a scarf covered in jellyfish with seashells and this lovely background design. It's kind of Victorian geometry in there. And so I thought how lovely it would be if we had one of our own. Well, James came round to our studio and he smelt a lot of materials and decided which ones he liked and which ones he didn't like. Obviously, we chose the ones he liked. So he started illustrating them, but with a few creatures in there as well, as is his way. And I started to use them to make a fragrance. I started blending it, and we have both got to the point where we have our prototypes ready. James has drawn and finished the designs, and I have got the fragrance ready for its stability test. This is happening now. I am wearing it. It's am I allowed to say about my own thing that I think is absolutely gorgeous? I should have got James here to talk about the fragrance and me to talk about the scarf. But I'm very fond of it. And the things that he particularly chose, he loved the iris, the orris. It's the dried root of the iris plant it's made from. I'm using natural orris butter. And that's one of the reasons it needs crowdfunding. So orris, it's a kind of slightly powdery smell. It's got a kind of very deep transparency, if you can have that. If maybe just made like the sea, that's got a deep transparency. It's lovely, lovely stuff. I could go on about it for days. I'll stop. It has bergamot, the Earl Grey tea citrus, which it blends perfumes together beautifully. It's been used for hundreds of years. It has a little note, kind of bitter cherry, dark cherry almondy, just a little bit at the top. Apricot, vanilla, tobacco. James loved the tobacco absolute and hay absolute. And malt, so that we've got in the design, there are pictures of grasses growing out in the fields and grains and little field mouse. So how does this come together? It's I kind of think I describe it as a rustic gourmand fragrance. It's got this kind of outdoors, ploughed fields kind of a smell to it, but at the same time sweetness and flowers and citrus fruits. I hope this sounds interesting to you. They're going to have a special bottle as well that James has designed, which is pretty spectacular for us. That's a bit of a venture. And the scarf also features the molecules, the design, the chemical structure of some of the synthetics we're using it as well, because I think that's important. We are using these lovely naturals, but that's not all. You can't make a decent scent just by chucking naturals in and making it expensive. So we chuck naturals in and it's expensive, and we put in beautiful synthetics so that you can smell them better. And that's how it's working. The scarf, by the way, is silk, and it's printed in the UK. So that is happening, and I hope you'd like to join in. Thank you.